My name is Leeanne Hampton and I'm the Wiradjuri Councillor for the New South Wales Aboriginal Land Council. I'm based in the central west of New South Wales and I'm one of three wonderful women, may I add, on the elected council. Unfortunately, our chairperson, Councillor Danny Chapman, and our deputy chairperson, Councillor Uncle Ross Hampton, could not make it today. I'm a Wiradjuri woman from West Wyalong, where I served my local community as the CEO for 13 years before stepping into this role. I also served on local government for 4 years, and just to prove that I'm a glutton for punishment, I served as the first Aboriginal female deputy mayor of the Blantyre Council. And prior to this, I ran my own hairdressing business, so I guess you could say that I'm well styled for local issues and contributing to the public service, as well as being a councillor on the side. I've previously been a member of New South Wales Government's Aboriginal Cultural and Heritage Advisory Committee. I'm passionate about our culture and heritage, and if there is anything that I want people to say once I'm gone, it's this: that I helped future generations to remain proud in themselves, to help them show commitment to their obligations as Aboriginal custodians, loyalty to their mobs and to themselves, and knowledge in their culture and heritage. There is nothing more important to me as an Aboriginal woman, a Wiradjuri woman, a Leeanne woman, than making my ancestors proud and helping shape a better future for the upcoming leaders of our nations. But today I stand before you as an elected councillor of one of the largest member-based Aboriginal organisations in Australia. The New South Wales Aboriginal Land Council has more than 29,000 members, and through them and with them, we represent 230 Aboriginal people in New South Wales. This is Australia's largest population. The New South Wales Aboriginal Land Council is the peak elected Aboriginal community-controlled representative body in New South Wales, and we continue to build on the achievements of our predecessors in the Land Rights Network. And we continue to progress on those achievements while moulding a new, proud, and economically successful network. We are eternally grateful for those brothers and sisters, uncles and aunties, for the past 40 years that they have been fighting for our rights. We honour the land rights warriors of the past, and we continue to strive to secure our future for the next land rights leaders. As we celebrated the 40th anniversary of the Aboriginal Land Rights Act being proclaimed on June 10th, there is much to celebrate as we continue to work in partnership with government and more broadly across Parliament to ensure the legislation continues to meet the needs of Aboriginal people and the broader community. Many of you would certainly know this, but I'd just like to give you a quick refresher of our history. The New South Wales Aboriginal Land Council was established in 1977 as a non-statutory specialist Aboriginal lobby on land rights. It was formed when more than 200 Aboriginal community representatives and individuals met for 3 days over the October long weekend at the Black Theatre in Redfern to discuss land rights. The council campaigned as a voluntary group for land rights until the passage of the Aboriginal Land Rights Act in 1983. In doing so, they effectively continued a grassroots struggle for land rights which dated back to 1800s. Our vision for Aboriginal land rights continues to build on the aims of NSWAC when it was first established. The return and activation of lands, building on the strengths of our communities, protecting and promoting our cultural heritage and securing our future. Over many decades, the Aboriginal Land Rights Network has and continues to achieve significant outcomes, building on our strong foundations, supporting our people, growing our economic prosperity across the regions, and protecting and promoting our cultural heritage. It is always important to remember that the fundamental tenet of the Aboriginal Land Rights Act in New South Wales was the recognition of prior ownership of this state by our people. The percentage of land tax, which, contrary to popular belief, was paid for only 15 years, from 1983 until 1998. It was intended to be a compensation for loss of land through dispossession. The Aboriginal Land Rights Act continues to be refined. We note the amendments brought in late last year with the guiding principles of consistency, efficiency and empowerment. The New South Wales Aboriginal Land Council is keen to see the next stages of the ALRA review progress as a matter of priority. Our land rights network is the lifeblood of Aboriginal regional, rural and remote communities across this great state. We had the pleasure of celebrating the establishment of our newest local Aboriginal Land Council in February 2023. Our Deputy Chairperson, Councillor Hampton, had the privilege of attending the first meeting of the Wongabon Lauk at Mwonga Station in the Indigenous Protected Area on Leeanne country, north of Griffith. Our Lauks are the cornerstones of our wider communities, and it is always wonderful to see so many people passionate about land rights, passionate about water rights, passionate about Aboriginal cultural heritage, and focused on the social and emotional well-being that we as land councils bring to our communities. We believe this is a ringing endorsement of the land rights legislation we have here in New South Wales, and what is widely regarded as the best in Australia. You may even recall, if you were in this place for the 2015 Black Parliament, we made mention that according to the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, James Anya, the Aboriginal Land Rights Act in New South Wales is world's best practice. We wish to continue this legacy and grow it into something the world can continue to appreciate and replicate. As we have outlined in our strategic plan, we are committed to working with the government to achieve economic independence and prosperity for Aboriginal communities. This in turn will see communities drive local economies, as well as obviously the broader community benefit from this economic development. Acquiring and activating our land remains our central focus, building on the strengths of our communities along with protecting and promoting our cultural heritage, also while securing our future. So while the Land Rights Network has made great progress since the last Black Parliament in 2017, we strongly believe there is so much more potential, particularly if Newswalk and Lauks are working together to create the scale to attract increased investment. With the newly elected Minns government and the Honourable David Harris, the Minister for Aboriginal Affairs and Treaty, we believe there is an exceptional opportunity to unlock the benefits of self-determination for Aboriginal people in New South Wales. We urge the New South Wales Government and Parliament to support the activation of land and meaningfully realise the full intent of the Aboriginal Land Rights Act and return land to Aboriginal peoples to achieve economic, community and cultural outcomes. You can also help by empowering us to protect and promote our cultural heritage. We encourage you to work with us to embed structural reforms across government, including via Closing the Gap and the Uluru Statement of the Heart. And finally, as we celebrate the 40th anniversary of Aboriginal Land Rights Act in New South Wales, this milestone represents an ideal opportunity for us to build on the successes of and investments in the Aboriginal Land Rights Network to date, with the promise of a better future for everyone. Thank you.